Well, hello, my beautiful Capricorn. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your mid-month check-in reading. I'm doing a series of shorter messages and I'm calling them major quickies for those of you who are on the go. I'm just cleansing your space here and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I'm truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder that this is a general reading. It may not resonate for everybody, so please take what is for you and leave the rest behind. I will be doing my usual lengthy messages, but these are just check-ins for mid-month. Okay, my beautiful Capricorn, let's get straight to your reading. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Straight away. Ooh, they really want to talk today. Really? Oh, wow. They are on the money today. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. For those of you who are new to my channel, I take jumpers from the pack. I do not choose the card as I believe that is my energy, not the message you're meant to receive. So we have the Empress to start. This is the protagonist energy, and this is you proceeding forward with very high standards. You know your worth and you know what you want to achieve and how you're going to go about it. When we have this Empress energy, this is about magnetizing things towards you, this sort of wonderful creative energy that brings abundance. There's a lot of growth here, and this is harvest time. You recognize now is the time to reap the rewards that you have sown here, and you're propelling yourself forward with that energy. It's almost like you're being given a creative spurt or a creative energized kind of spark there to create something exciting for your future. And you realize that there is a lot of growth with this idea, but also now is the time, because it's harvest time. Now is the time to get what you truly deserve. It brings a lot of peace as well. They're giving me a lot of peace in your heart, but ultimately it's like you're giving birth to something. Now this could be a creative idea, as I said, or it could be you could be giving birth, as it were. You could be pregnant. They just come on in there. They went select few pregnant, so someone could be pregnant there, and that is what you're giving birth to. But also it could be giving birth. They're showing me giving birth to creative pieces. It's very strange. It's like someone makes, it's like, yeah, these little pieces, they're not chess pieces, but they look like they're made out of either wood or marble or something, and they're little pieces, like almost like little figures, and someone makes these things for a living, and it's almost like you call them your babies, okay? These creative things that you make, you're calling them your babies, okay? So they're just giving me that specific for somebody out there. Ultimately, you are leading with knowing your worth and going to get what you deserve and nothing less, okay? Here we have in the antagonist position, we have the Judgment card. Now this is about final clarity, final decision, but it's also a wake-up call on whatever sort of life path you felt you were on to date, and what you feel like you should be proceeding with as you move forward into the future. So there's some sort of change here that you may be resisting. You may even be in your head thinking about different ideas here of which path is the right one for you. There's a couple of ideas that will lead to a lot of solid growth. Ultimately, they want you to choose the one that speaks to your heart, okay? The one that you would almost love like a child, okay? Because there is a lot of ideas, a lot of paths that you could take at this present moment in time, because you have a lot of talent, Capricorn. Whatever you turn your hand to, you can achieve, and it's about figuring out the best path for you. Now there is one interesting. Thank you so much. They're showing me here there is one that is different from all the others, okay? And I never read it like this, but anyway, it's so interesting how they're showing me all these little figures. They have hair, and all of a sudden they went, look, no hair. So this one here has no hair. Now I don't know if this is a specific message for somebody out there where you choose a path that has no hair. I don't know what that means, but ultimately they're identifying one path that really sticks out from the rest, and you know it. It's really different from all the others. It has something very unique about it, okay? Yeah, that path has got everything you need, is what they're giving me here. So there is some sort of wake-up call, but because it's in the antagonist position, you may have been fighting making this decision because you want to gain that final clarity. There's a lot of decisions. It feels a little bit up in the air. What's next? What's next? And then you're putting it off kind of energy. You know, I don't want to deal with it now. I really don't want to deal with it now. But as we have here, we have the Strength card, and we have the Hangman in the unifying position. And that means, you know, have courage, make that decision, make it with love, make it with self-respect and unconditional love there, because whatever you choose, it will be very successful. You're connected to spirit at this time, as long as you lead with love and speak your truth. But listen to your instincts. Can you see that figure's got their hand over their third eye? It's like it's energized is what they're giving me. There's a lot of energy. So you may have been all up in your head about this. And it's about releasing and surrendering. They're showing me those hands up in the air. Now, normally I read that energy as being so connected to the universe. And that is what is happening. But they're also showing me a surrender. Okay, that you're co-creating with spirit. What will be for you will be. Nothing that is meant for you will ever pass you by. So please don't feel rushed into making a decision. Just lead with courage. So weird. This is about hair again. They're saying, look at the hair on the chin. Now, this is not a gender-specific reading. This is male or female. It's about the energy. But there's something here about hair. Now, this could be these little figures, because they're showing me them again. Maybe you're making little figures with hair on, or beards, or, you know, facial hair or something, or little dolls. There's something there with regards to hair that is important, because they're really highlighting it. They never do that. So, you have to lead with a lot of courage, though, and make the decision that you feel is right for your heart. Okay? Right for your heart. This is the time that calls for courage. Now, the Hangman energy is gaining wisdom. You may have thought about all your avenues and got different perspectives and gained some wisdom from each avenue, and the right one spoke to you. After a period of growth, of perhaps rejecting some ideas and absorbing others, and, you know, really analyzing, because it feels like it was quite a tough time, because you can see that bird there. That bird has got in their beak, they've got an eye. So they're giving me that sentence, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So maybe this is to do with love as well, finding your counterpart, because beauty and hair and all of this is very, very, in some way, important. I rarely get readings which are about aesthetics of the humans, you know, human psyche and everything, or the outside of the human. I always get messages about the inside and people's wonderful souls. So whatever it is, you're making a decision, though, and you're having a breakthrough, and you're grabbing up through that soil. You've dug deep there, okay? You've unearthed a lot of issues from the past, and you're loving yourself. You're moving forward with knowing your worth in this situation in order to reach up and grab your happiness. That hand is breaking through the soil and reaching up and grabbing for the sun. Okay, the sun is the most abundant, successful card in the deck. So we're going to go deeper here and find out what the message is for you, my beautiful Capricorns. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Capricorns for this major quickie? What do they need to know for their highest good? Can you please guide them? Thank you so much. Just to let you know, in this particular deck, there are no reversals. You don't read the reversals in this deck. That's according to Colette Baron Reed. You want that one? Thank you. So sometimes I do get guided to do a reversal, even though it's stipulated that it's not, but not this time. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Capricorn? What do they need to know with regards to this major quickie? Can you please guide them? Thank you so much. Oh yes, this is the Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reed that I'm using, and the first tarot, a lot of earth going on here and fire. The first tarot was the White Witch Tarot. Okay, just so you are aware, for those of you who are interested. Now we have the Five of Fire. Beautiful energy there with that Five of Fire. When we get this, it's about a creative brainstorming. So it's so interesting that, you know, you're giving birth to something, something wonderful that's going to be very successful, that will lead to a lot of growth and a lot of abundance there. is what they're giving me. 5 of Fire in this particular deck is honoring your differences from other people and unifying in, the diversity in order to create something wonderful. So you may also be in some way partnering up with somebody, collaborating, but it's only an idea, okay, because it is a creative brainstorming that we have here with this card. Now, they're asking you to explore ideas that seem magical or far-fetched, you know, things that seem a little bit outside the box and a little bit different, unique. You may think it's crazy when you get this kind of idea, but actually it proves to be very brilliant, okay? It's almost like you're stretching your imagination now and playing with all of the ideas that could lead to a lot of growth and very fruitful outcome. It also draws new people and new ideas in towards you. It's like you're thinking outside the box. You're really kind of like going a bit maverick with these brainstorming ideas. And this will actually, by you coming from left field, it's almost like you stand out from the rest, is what they're giving me. Yeah, there's a little star up here coming from, yeah, and there, little stars coming from, like, it's almost like you're blowing your own horn. These are like horns or trumpet kind of flowers. And they're, because you're saying something really different and maverick, it actually causes your star to rise. It causes, like, there's a lot of inner clarity, but it causes some sort of miracle and may put you in the spotlight for some reason. There's definitely a transformation of ideas here. Interesting. They're also showing me, very precise, again, another message, very precise. They're showing me somebody that has a flower and they're picking the leaves off the flower and they're doing, you know, that traditional thing, he loves me not, or she loves me not, and going around the flower, okay? They're showing me that. So if you actually have just done that or you're doing that, then there's something in this message for you here. Ultimately, this is about embracing any ideas that come towards you that seem a little bit different, because they're actually going to be very exciting, very new, and propel you forward with success. Now we have the Ten of Earth, which is okay, thank you so much. They just wanted me to come back to this card because they're connecting it to the Five of Wands, okay? In the traditional Rivalry Tarot, this corresponds with the Five of Wands, which is about leaping over any sort of rivalry or obstacles. You know, anybody who you see as competition, this sets you ahead of the competition. Okay, it frees you up and allows you to transform. It's almost like all eyes on you because you're so different, is what they're giving me here. Okay, so they're done with that card. So now we have the Ten of Earth here. Again, that corresponds with Ten of Pentacles. So this is about, you know, a large amount of money. Okay, you're picking the path that will bring the most fruitful financial gain. Now, Spirit does want you to make sure you check in with your heart and make sure it's still in line with your heart and your soul's passion. Make sure it's still in line with your life purpose, because it's okay going after the Ten of Pentacles, but if it leaves you unhappy and empty, then there is no spiritual growth. But when we have this card in this particular deck, this Ten of Earth, this is about material abundance and affluence, your mastery, your financial security, and knowing how to control your money, as it were. You may be looking at avenues. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. Yeah, you may be looking at financial avenues and reaching out to professionals to see how you can best invest your money, or you know, gain a lot of financial knowledge so that you can be money savvy. Ultimately, they're pointing out to me that message they just gave me was about this lone wolf. It really feels like, Capricorn, when it comes to your financial path, you're being a bit of a maverick. You're lone wolfing it. Now, wolves, as we know, beautiful creatures, very necessary to the earth, very spiritually connected to the earth as well. They look after their own. When they run in packs, they look after each other. They're showing me that, interesting, you know, even when, for example, one of the wolves lead the pack, and they're all in line because they have a status within the pack. If that wolf becomes, who's leading, if they become ill or anything. They actually protect. Okay, so this is about you making sure you have enough money to protect your family also, is what they're giving me here. But you may be going out on a limb to do this all by yourself, is what they're giving me here. There's a lot of hard work that's gone on here, but there's a lot of thought about your financial future. You are, yeah, they're saying you're a bit of a lone wolf when it comes to your finances. You're doing something different perhaps than your family. You know, you may have that independence that you're seeking, that is away from a family unit, but you want enough money to be able to look after the family unit. Okay, and we also have that 8 of Earth. This is about mastering your craft. Okay, it's enjoying your employment. So they're again giving you this message. Yes, all the money, all the abundance that you truly desire is yours for the taking, but make sure, Capricorn, that you're leading with your heart and that you love what you do. Because if you don't love what you do there, it will leave you empty. So when you have this card, this is about gaining knowledge, more skills in your craft, you know, raising the game. It's like you are way ahead of the competition because you have a greater understanding of your craft, and you also tend to look for new ways to apply what you know, so that you're constantly learning, expanding, and there is growth there. It's accomplishment. It's your learned accomplishment. Okay, that leads to something really magical. There's a lot of growth here, is what they're giving me. You're moving forward, and again they're giving me this star. Can you see the star at the top there? It's about finding new ways to apply what you know, so that you can grow even more within the financial realm, but as well in a spiritual sense. So it is really about mastering the craft that you love, but also, okay, sorry, they just asked me to look at the card for a moment. Okay, thank you. Yeah, mastering the craft so that you grow, but also they want to make sure that you have a deep-seated love for what you do. Because as you can see, this they were just giving me that this cello, I think it is, or violin, is on a stone. Can you see the roots of this are going into the stone? So they just want you to be mindful that all your roots need to be with love. Okay, there's no point in having those roots go into like some sort of well, I can only imagine it's like a stone plinth that, you know, that's cold and that's hard. There's no emotion there. So they just want to make sure, because the growth here is at the top, okay, but they're concerned about your roots. Okay, interesting message. Do what you love and it will financially reward you, but also it will reward you in the emotional and spiritual sense. So it is about loving what you do and letting that abundance come towards you. So you all obviously have a decision to make with regards to a path that you're about to take. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. For those of you who are interested, I'm using the Light Seers Tarot to gain the final clarification cards on the read. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Thank you so much. Aha, see, look, definitely decisions. Okay, so you're choosing a path for your highest good, and that's what they're excited about, because they can now see, Spirit can now see the growth that is ahead of you, that is spiritual growth, emotional growth. Very excited to see that 7 of Cups. Cups are about emotions, and you know, picking something that is right for you on a spiritual level as well as a financial. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Capricorn? What do they need to know for their highest good? This deck is getting very heavy now. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. I'm ready to receive. You may want to fast forward these moments. I don't like to waste anybody's time, but I will not rush the messages. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. Okay, so what we have here is, wow, yeah. Interesting. I'm going to pull a card on the Fool in reverse there, because it's suggesting to me that you're staying within the area or the arena of what you do for a living, but there is it's like a new start, a new choice, but it's within the same arena. But I'm going to pull a card because I want to make sure on that. Okay, so we have the Seven of Cups here, and this is about making a choice for your higher good, as I said there. This is, you may have a lot of choices, but as you can see, this figure here is pointing the finger at the cup that has a ladder, and that ladder goes up, and in the spiritual sense, it also goes up. It leads to your life's purpose, is what they're giving me here. Okay. Yeah, it feels like even though you've got lots of decisions here, you're picking the one that goes all the way to the top. Okay, a lot of success and growth here, Capricorn, but it also speaks to your emotions. Okay, so this is emotional contentment. It's almost like you're weighing up all your options and you're picking the path that has it all. Okay, now we have that Three of Cups, and it feels like a teamwork, people coming together there with that and collaborating with skills, the quality of your craftsmanship, as I said there before. You love what you do, but you're also working with your soul tribe or searching for people who are your soul tribe so that you can work with them. Now this could be, because it's over the Ten of Earth, it could be that some of your family are your soul tribe and you're thinking about making all of your money work in some way for all of yours good, your greater good. But it could also be that some of your family members are pooling together to help you in some way. But ultimately you're calling in your soul tribe. It could also be friends there. It could be colleagues that you worked, that you really respect. You may be going off alone to have some sort of creative venture there. Because it really feels like you're coming together to raise yourselves up. Look at that wonderful stars aligning there. This is meant to be, okay? Anything that's meant for you will never pass you by. They're saying that again. But this is going to be a very joyous outcome, very successful. You have all those stars aligning for this energy. There's a lot of earth here, Capricorn, so it's very grounded. And also, this is friends, this circle of support that's there for you with this Three of Cups. It's very, everyone's got your back, it feels. So whatever path you decide to take, there's a lot of love here, okay? Even though it feels like financially you're a bit of a lone wolf, going maverick, doing something that maybe nobody in the family has done before, okay? There's still a lot of support for what it is that you do. Definitely. Now we have that Fool energy, the Fool energy, Major Arcana, which is in reverse, which is about you may feel unprepared to make this decision. Okay, that's why courage is called for, but I really feel it's like you're suspending making this decision to leap into the unknown, because yeah, it's scary, but what Spirit wants you to know is that you're at the top of your craft. Okay, you're way ahead of competition in this arena. So whatever it is that you decide to do, please, take the leap of faith. I'm going to pull a card on it to see what else they want to give me with that. But what they're giving me here is the new start may be a new opportunity, but in the same arena, because this isn't a fresh new start, as it were. It feels very much like you may be taking a new path, but in the same sector that you work in. I'm going to pull a card on it, as I said, just to clarify. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please clarify this Fool? Oh, okay. Interesting. Oh. Right. Okay. Well, I think you got it. I mean, if you understand tarot cards, I think you got it right there, the message. There is a new opportunity that's coming in that really speaks to your passions, okay? And it's something that you're unprepared for, okay? It takes you by surprise. The universe is giving you a gift that will lead to a lot of success and a lot of abundance here. It's a creative endeavor, some sort of new project that gives you an inspiration because of your wonderful new ideas. It's whatever left field idea that you have, that is the thing that is, there's a project that suits that comes right on in off the back of it. It's very, very exciting energy. And look at that. How fulfilling. How fulfilling is that? King of Cups energy. This is being completely, emphatic, scorpionic energy, reaching at the top of your game. It speaks to your emotions. It, you know, your soul is satisfied when you got this card. They're giving me it's passionate. Okay. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. It's interesting. I'll show you what they're showing me. There's this little figure here. Now, they're showing it to me as a turtle head. I hope you can see it. This is right there. They're showing it to me as a turtle head. Okay, so this is something, it's like slow and steady wins the race. So this may have been slow progress, but even though this new opportunity comes on in, you were unprepared. You did not see this coming. It's very exciting, very lucrative. Beautiful energy there. Yeah, it's going to be very successful. So that's what they're giving me here with that energy. I love it. They've asked to end it there, and I'm just going to give you some advice cards before we leave the reading. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. I'm truly grateful. What do my beautiful Capricorn need to know for their highest good? Thank you so much. Dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Okay, so there is some sort of passionate new opportunity coming on in here that will shake things up, but you need to remain grounded because it's something that you weren't expecting, is what they're giving me here. For those of you interested, this is the Work Your Light Oracle deck by Rebecca Campbell, and I will read you what it means, but I'm also going to get you a Wisdom of the Oracle card before we leave, and this is by Colette Baron Reid. Thank you so much. Truly grateful. And you got peace. Yeah, this situation does lead to a lot of peace. Also, it's number 23, which reduces to 5, which is again about being way ahead of any rivalry or any competition there. You're way ahead of leaps and bounds ahead of the competition. Okay, and again, that star, look how successful it's going to be. It's going to lead to a lot of peace, this decision. So what we're dealing with here, dance with life, do something with your energy to change your energy. So listening to your intuition, because the moon is present there. There may even be some sort of, they keep giving me the 20th of July, okay? There is a new moon on the 20th of July. There is an energy shift. So what seemed to be a barren land, whilst you've been trying to decide what path to take for your life purpose, there is a shift of energy at play here. And that leads to this exciting new idea that's a little bit left field. We're going to read what it means. It's a new deck for me. So I just want to get it right for you. I don't want to tell you anything wrong there. And we have life is always moving. If you resist this ever-changing flow, your energy will become stagnant and you will fall out of the flow of the universe. The universe has a mysterious, intelligent force, a natural rhythmic beat which governs all of life. One of the best ways to shift your energy frequency and vibration is to put on some music and dance along with it. When we dance unrestrained, our spirit takes over, and with each new bop, sway, and kick, we are rocked back into harmony with the rest of life. Get unstuck by doing something that shifts your vibration. Put on some music, dance unrestrained, and fall into the frequency of life. In doing so, your body will begin to learn how to be moved by your intuition, which is connected with this systematic beat. If dancing is not your thing, then simply do something that you would not usually do to shift the energy. You cannot solve a problem with the same mind that created it, and you cannot attract a different experience without changing your energy first. It's time to shift things up and find a way to dance along with the beat of life. Okay, so this energy shift is coming on in there, perhaps to give you this wacky new idea that is so out of the box, and you think everyone would go, wow, that's a crazy idea, but actually it's very successful, very unique, and will lead you to a lot of growth, success, and financial excitement there. We have number 23. Number 23 is your message. Peace, freedom from attachment, radical acceptance. The oracle's message is, it doesn't get any better than this. A quiet mind, a heart fulfilled, freedom from want, and the soul's satisfaction. The way to peace is through radical acceptance. Everything in your world is exactly as it should be. Harmony is beautiful. Enjoy it. This is one of those times when you're capable of clear vision about your work and how to create your prosperity. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. You're called by a presence to step into your power. Just being is enough, for you are in a peaceful harmony with spirit, and it shows in your work. Okay, wonderful. Wonderful message there. There's also a relationship message, and when I'm doing these readings, unless it's a romantic read, I will not read the relationship message, but they've just asked me to, so I will. It says, when two people are in true alignment with one another, they have an intimate harmony between them. They are as two perfectly tuned instruments playing together. Sometimes it's impossible to tell who is whose. Peace is yours, and it is to be savored. Okay, interesting that they wanted me to read that message, because we do have a dove that appears here and also an instrument that appears there. So obviously maybe someone who is pregnant or thinking about having children needed to hear that message, but they wanted me to read that message out as well. Okay, my beautiful Capricorn, let's get your trinket before we go. Thank you so much for it, guys. Guardian angels. What do my beautiful Capricorn need to know? Ooh, we got Paris. We got the Eiffel Tower. Okay, interesting. So maybe this is something to do with travel here. Maybe you're thinking about some sort of opportunity that comes your way that brings you to another country, France. It could be Paris, or it could be somewhere in France. This is just a signifier. Or perhaps you have an affinity with Paris or France in some way. Maybe you've been learning the language they just gave me. Maybe you've been learning the language. Okay, so maybe someone has been doing a little bit of learning French in order to master your craft and have some extra skills there that help your business. Perhaps this is the little trinkets. They just show me the little trinkets that someone's making. They could be something that you make for people, ornaments and things. There is some sort of a connection there. What else have they given me here? Okay, so they're just giving me, there may be some opportunity to travel with this exciting new project that comes on in there, and they're asking me to embrace it. They're asking me to put it on the judgment card because it is something that is on the table. There is some sort of choice with regards to it's either travel or some sort of connection to France in some way, is what they're giving me, that is on the table. It's like an option that's on the table, and you may be weighing things up there with regards to it. Okay, my beautiful Capricorn, we'll leave it there. I hope something resonated for some of you out there. If it did, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell. Apparently that's important. It lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonated with the reading, which is very, very important for me. Very strange. They're just giving me an image before we go. It's of little mallows, little marshmallows. I'm seeing someone eating a marshmallow, but also putting it in a cup of coffee to melt it. It's very precise. If that's you eating the marshmallows or something, maybe you did that before this reading, or you're doing it as you listen to this, then there's something in this message for you. Okay, my beautiful Capricorn, I'll leave it there. Love and light.